Hello everyone, and welcome to new Super Mario Bros Wii. Today, we're just going to be moving on to finish up to finish up World 2. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. So, we're here in a 1-up house. These are actually kind of cool. I like these because instead it gives you like a mini game that's actually fun. Like you have to pick your cannon and they have to line up your shot and then time it correctly, and you can get tons of lives. Like there, I got four lives. You can easily get tons, but there's like 4 cannons because you can have a lot. You can have 4 people shooting at 1-ups all at the same time, and you can just steal each other's lives because lives weren't cumulative back in the day. Because Luigi could have like 99 lives, and here's a scenario when you start playing the game. Mario could have 70 something lives, and Luigi would have like 2 because they were terrible at the game. But that means that if Luigi didn't step up his game, he would lose more lives and then have a game over. Which I remember back in the day when I played this game as a kid. I know I say this a lot during the playthrough, but I'm probably going to say it a lot more. But I did play this game as a kid, and one of the things I remember doing was that I remember maxing out the game over counter. There was like a thing that I really liked. I was terrible at the game back then, and look at me now. I'm gaming, but the basic idea was that I knew that I was terrible at the game, so I tried to max out the game over counter because there was a game over counter, and I ended up doing that. I'm not sure if I did it as a joke or whether I actually was that terrible. I honestly don't remember at this point. I don't remember, but I ended up getting tons and tons of game overs, and I either as a joke or by chance or whatever it was, but I ended up getting so many game overs, and I was just kind of proud of myself or something. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just had 99 game continues. Whew. I just had 99 continues, and I didn't know what to do with that. I didn't know what to do with that information. This was actually a really fun one. This one's actually a very fun star coin to get. You have to have the propeller suit, but since there's like a ton of propeller mushrooms in here, you can stand here and run, propeller, and boom, you got yourself the new propeller mushroom. You got yourself a new star coin. That's actually kind of a cool thing that you can do. You can just... Oh, shoot. My gosh. I kind of wanted to keep that, but whatever. It's a fine thing, whatever. I'm assuming that you can get up there with a propeller mushroom. If I had one. That was fun. I like playing that level. It's always really fun to play levels like that. I want to go with an ice flower for this one. I remember this level. 2-5. If you just throw an ice... Just look at that. Look at all those ice blocks. You can just break them all. Very fun. Okay. One of the things that you can do in this level is that there's lackitude. And what you can do... Shoot. That sucks. I remember this level. It was actually very fun. Dang it. I died. That sucks. I'm gonna go with a fire flower this time. Let's go with a fire flower. It's fun. It's more fun that way. I like killing things with the fire flower and the ice flower. They act in such different ways. That's just really cool to just see it all unfold. My gosh. I never realized how high Lakitu was. And how annoying Lakitu was. Okay, fine, I'll use Yoshi. Fine, I'll play as Yoshi. Whatever. Do I have to? Quite honestly, I don't think I have to. I don't want to play as Yoshi. I just don't. That's like one of the things. I have to keep this going. I hate Yoshi. I don't want to play as Yoshi in a Yoshi level. Because Yoshi is useless in this game again. Since Super Mario World, I said that Yoshi was not that useful in most games. Like, in Mario Sunshine, sure, he was pretty good. But in New Super Mario Bros Wii, he goes back to his Super Mario World ways and isn't useful at all. And isn't useful either. To his old Super Mario World ways, and Yoshi is barely used in most cases. Like, in most cases, a power-up would do better. Would just do better. So here's how it works. Yoshi can flutter jump, and you can do fun, and you can do coins as well. He can eat piranha plants and fireballs. Very, very fun to have, especially this. But mostly you use him to get a nice jump when you're playing as Yoshi. That's basically the reason you play as Yoshi. You want to get that extra jump because it's just so gosh dang useful. Like right over here. But of course, when drama comes, he likes to run away. I have to say that is a very useful strategy. I will try to implement it in my day-to-day life. When something ails him, just run away. So you can grab it like this. You can just shoot it. And I remember that when I played this game as a kid, I had absolutely no idea where the third star coin was. So I ended up just looking around. And I ended up finding it. The idea was that you had to get a Lakitu cloud. You had to get a Lakitu cloud, and that was pretty hard. And I didn't even know that you can actually get on Lakitu's cloud. Or I was terrible at getting on Lakitu's cloud. So basically, once you had Lakitu's cloud, you have to fly over here, and you can get the third star coin. Quite honestly, it's probably easier to use the propeller mushroom. Remember, I have nothing against Yoshi. It's just that he's terrible. He's not used in many levels. I counted. Yoshi is in 6 levels in this game. You know how many levels there are? Like 96. Like, no, not 90. About 90 exits and about 70, what was it? 70 stages. That's like less than 10% of the pot. That's like less than 10%. Which means that if you really wanted to avoid Yoshi, you could easily do that. He's like in 1-3. You obviously don't need him for 1-3. Maybe 2-3 is debatable. 2-5. Maybe 2-5 is debatable. Because, Lakitu sucks. But it's mostly just Lakitu and Yoshi, where it's mostly a Lakitu level with Yoshi in it. That's basically the only thing that I remember about like Lakitu, about these stages. Like Lakitu's in them, and because of Lakitu, Yoshi is almost needed. But in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, he's not needed. You can, because of the abundance of power-ups, you can easily avoid Yoshi if you wanted to. There we go. Bit hard, but you can get a propeller. This is one of the new things. This actually returns in some games. It's called the propeller box. I remember using this a lot in New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It's a very fun box. It's basically like a propeller mushroom, except you can throw it. So it's basically like having a Koopa shell, except you can throw it at enemies, and you can become a giant drill. That is fun as heck. So you hit that. Now, I have become the human drill. And these flame chomps do nothing to me. Your reign of tyranny from Super Mario Bros. 3 is over, Flame Chomp. Either Mario's more powerful or you're weaker, but these enemies are freaking jokes now. I always wondered, why do I find New Super Mario and Old Super Mario to be so hard? I mean, New Super Mario Bros. New Super Mario Bros. Was easy, and I had a lot of trouble. I had a couple of game overs in Super Mario Bros. 2 and 3. And I didn't get any in Super Mario World, but I feel like Super Mario World was different. Because, I feel like the difference was that when they made New Super Mario Bros. Wii, they added collectibles, which didn't really focus on making the game harder. It made the game more in-depth, I guess. Like, you remember these levels because of the stuff inside them, not because of... You mostly remember these levels because they were hard. Like, that's like the whole thing of Lost Levels. Like, the whole point of Lost Levels is that it's hard. Not saying that it's a terrible game. Not saying that they're terrible games, except for Lost Levels. I have tried to beat Lost Levels legitimately, and I just can't. I am terrible at Lost Levels, and here's the thing. Here's the reason why. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to get into this enemy course, and they're just not letting me. I think they're scared. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. World 2-enemy course. I don't know what to call them. They're toad balloons. So it could be like World 2-balloon. I remember having trouble with these ones. These ones are actually really hard. Like, out of all of the enemy courses, I have to say that World 2's was one of the harder ones. Like, World 1 was easy. World 2 was hard. I remember I couldn't do the World 2 enemy courses when I was a kid because I was terrible at it. So I ended up going back to World 1 and checking if the enemy course there was still playable because I was just terrible at it. I was just terrible at New Super Mario Bros. Wii back in the day. Nowadays, I've grown a bit. I have grown in my gamer. I have grown as a gamer, even though I was able to 100% New Super Mario Bros. As a kid. I can easily do it faster, and I still have fun. I mean, at the rate I'm going, you might as well when you take on a bunch of enemy courses, you end up doing a lot of levels. You end up getting a lot of mushrooms. You can just add the propeller mushroom. You don't have to do that. That's fun. Boom, 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 boom. Remember 4-4 from Super Mario Bros. Oh shoot. Remember 4-4 from Super Mario Bros? From Super Mario Bros? Yeah, it's basically that. They decided to do the whole maze thing again, but this time as an auto-scroller, so it's a bit harder. But they give you a ton of power-ups. So I'm gonna go up here this time. I thought it was the one in the middle, but it isn't. It's the one, I think it's the one on the bottom. I think I just messed up. It's the one on the bottom. No, wait! I was wrong. Forgive me for being wrong. I was wrong. Okay. This one just checks if you have a 1-up. I mean, a super mushroom. And you can get the fire flower here. This is kind of like a fire flower check. As a rule of thumb, when you're playing maze levels, the more dangerous path is most likely the hardest. Is most likely the correct one. There we go. Okay. You can press this button. You want to go into that. You want to go into the middle because when you hit the P switch, it turns into coins, and then if you didn't hit the P switch, you can use an ice flower. You can throw dry bones into it. But we're done. That's the whole castle, except for the boss fight. But that's pretty easy. So let's get straight into this. My gosh, I can't talk. I need to think about it. I need to think about my words before I speak. Roy's our boy, and the ceilings are pipes. When Roy lands, he creates a shockwave that prevents you from jumping, which means he could easily try and hit you with his magic. But, quite honestly, all the Koopalings are pretty easy. Let's do this. We collected all the star coins in World 2. And now, we move on to one of my favorite worlds. World 3. But I think that's it. I kid you not. When I got here, when I finished World 3, I ended up loving New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Like, I liked it before. But this was the time where I realized this is something special. Next time on New Super Mario Bros. Wii, we'll be beginning World 3, and hopefully, by the end of the series, we can set Princess Peach free. See you all then. I'm not gonna rhyme. See ya.